Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the final episode of this season with QPR. It's been a fantastic season. I've really enjoyed it, and these are just the final games of the season, so let's get into it. So I had a game against Everton, who have actually had a cracking season so far, but it didn't take long. In the 8th minute, Cisse fires one home and likes to show off with a bit of the Hulk celebration at the end there. And that gets us 1-0 up against against Everton, who are quite high in the table. They've had a very good season this season, and I'm sure they'll be looking to do even better. But some really unlucky bounces didn't go against me, and Francisco Jr. there manages to put it into the back of the net for a goal. And those are just one of those goals you can't do too much about. You know, everything literally went his way. Followed by a great save from my keeper, but the Everton player manages to put it in back in net again off a rebound. And these rebound goals are driving me nuts with some really weird sloppy defending there. Everton again managed to get on the ball, and Naismith puts one home to get them 3-1 up. So I'd gone from 1-0 up to 3-1 down. What a complete disaster this was. I really wanted to finish the season on a strong point, and Cisse nicks the ball, literally pickpockets the defender, and he is left stunned as Cisse rockets it past the keeper to make it 3-2. And unfortunately, the comeback wasn't on, and I was a little bit disappointed it ended 3-2 because I felt as though my team deserved something out of it. But this 4-2-2-2 formation seems to be doing alright. I just felt as though that game was very unlucky with the goals the opponent scored. I feel as though was a little bit generous to them. But Freezy offered the Arsenal job. I was offered a job from Arsenal, a top 4 side. And I was actually blown away, to be honest with you, because that was my very first season. And I decided I'd stall it because guess what? My team that I came up against was Arsenal. And in my mind, I was like, if Arsenal beat me, I'll take the job. If I beat Arsenal, I won't take the job. And that was literally what this came down to. So, this is it, guys. You guys will have to watch this game to find out, do I go and take the Arsenal job, or do I stay with QPR? So, I put out a pretty solid team. My team was looking good. Set up in the familiar 4-2-2-2 formation, and Muriel breaks loose there. A beautiful Ronaldo chop, and it actually gets really lucky as Ramirez puts it in the back of the net. Take nothing away from Muriel, though. He was definitely the master of that goal. And Anton Ferdinand there in the 15th minute, we went 2-0 up. But will we do what we've done plenty of times this season, which is throw it away? A fantastic through ball, and I couldn't believe that. Wilshere literally pinpoint accuracy into the bottom left-hand side of the goal, and it was 2-1. And I was so nervous because I knew I'd done it so many times. I'd thrown away these leads, and it was just really important that, you know, I kept playing well, and that I won essentially. So I made the typical 3-man change up. Mattox, Hoylett, and Barry came on. Ramirez, Sterling, and Cisse came off. The 90th minute against Arsenal. Were they gonna get this goal? Were they gonna make me pay for it? What was it gonna be? You guys are about to find out, and there it is. 2-1 to QPR at home, and I was absolutely delighted that 3 relatively early on goals, and as you guys know, that made up my decision. 8.7 rating for Julio Cesar, a well-deserved man of the match, and a great job from the squad. So with that in mind, Super Muriel in form. He has been fantastic for me since I purchased him, and he's a guy that I would recommend to all of you guys that are looking to purchase. You know, a young talented player. He's got really good pace, 4-star skills, a very good job. But Arsenal offer retraction, leaves Freezy in the lurch, and I just assume that's because they were a little butthurt over me. 1, not accepting it instantly, and 2, that I just smacked them. But Chelsea won the title with 87 points, well clear of Manchester United, and Man City was just below them with 1 point between the two Manchester sides. And I was, you know, at first I was like, okay, well, I'm really happy. This kind of sets me up. You know, I got an offer from Lazio. I also got an offer from Arsenal, but I wanted to do big things with QPR. So that pretty much means I'm going to be moving on into the second season with QPR. As you guys can see, Manchester City did win the FA Cup, and that leaves them with a bit of silverware. So far, Manchester United have yet to pick up any sort of silverware this season. But not long till I went into my next game up against Newcastle at home. Muriel Cisse up front, Merkel Sterling playing as a 2 centre attacking mids, Fellaini and Ramirez playing as my 2 centre mids / centre defensive mids. And that was that, but a fantastic through ball to Muriel, to Merkel, who gets his goal for the squad in the 10th minute. There seems to be a lot of early goals in career mode, and that was a fantastic goal for the youngster. There are so many young players in my team, I absolutely love it. And you guys might call me crazy for not taking the Arsenal job, but I started this with QPR. I really want to win some silverware with them, so that's what I want to do before I leave this team. And Cisse there in the 71st minute manages to get us another goal to go 2-1 up. And in the 90th minute, obviously, we just go on and win this game and pick up 3 very important points because, you know, every place is to fight for, and you guys will see at the end where I finish in the table because someone did say in the last episode, yo, Cal, we'd love to see where you are in the table. You haven't showed it enough, but there it is. Merkel with the 10th minute goal, and Cisse there with the 71st minute goal, and it was fantastic. Great to win 2-0 and get the 3 points. Inter won the Euro League Cup, or the Euro Cup, I think, and that's good for them. It actually comes as a bit of a shock. You know, I really didn't expect them to win that because Inter aren't a young side. You know, they have a lot of old players there. But they're a team that, under the reigns of Jose Mourinho, did a fantastic job. But ever since, it really hasn't gone to plan. But I came up against Liverpool, the team I support myself. But wow, that was just a dirty, dirty goal with some fantastic play. And Matux came on from Cisse there. Muriel just with some mad techers and passes it through to Matux. Matux just has the pace of a panther, just screams past him and puts it home. And that was a really nice work goal in the 48th minute. I was really chuffed with that. Great to see the boys doing really well. And I scored a few goals straight from kickoff like that. You know, one player runs really far deep into the defense and then passes it along, and then the other striker managed to put it away, but a cutting ball leaves my keeper having to run out in a one-on-one situation. Unfortunately fails, and Downing gets a goal. Yes, Stuart Downing gets a goal in career mode, and that was fantastic to see, but unfortunately that left my team 2-1 down, and you know, we were still doing very well. Matix's pace is just what he is all about. Fantastic fake shot to get around the defender. Roulette's another one. And a great goal. I mean, Matix is just, towards the end of the season, he's really come into it. And he has just been banging goals in left and right. And it's fantastic to see. I mentioned it before, his potential isn't that much. But I do feel as though, you know, with the attributes he has, they are just key for a striker. Unfortunately, though, it was 2-2. But Luis Suarez finishes it, puts the nail in the coffin in the 90th minute. And that gets them the 3 points. In all honesty, I was very gutted with that because it would have been nice to, you know, not lose my last game, although it was against Liverpool, and I believe they're in the top 4 position at this moment in time, but that's all you can do. And that was the very last game of the season, and I felt as though the boys did a fantastic job, finishing in 8th position. And as you guys can see, Bayern Munich decided to, well, they didn't decide to, they did go on and win the Champions League, which was good for them. But as you guys can see, the board decided to put me under review. You know, they wanted to see, you know, go over everything that I've done this season. Here is the final squad report of the season. Hoylett went up 3, which is fantastic. He's still got a lot in him. I feel, as you can see, his form wasn't that great. Merkel has gone up 5 since I've had him, which is just immense. Muriel there went up +4, another fantastic job. As you guys can see, Sterling went up 1. Matux has gone up 4. I mean, the growth from my young players has been tremendous. There's obviously a few players in there that have gone down, but that's mainly due to their age, which is really a bit of a shame. But as you guys can see, before you know, the target was to finish mid-table, and I fulfilled what they wanted. I came 8th place, and I felt as though I did a fantastic job. You know, 8th place is a solid result for QPR. I really do feel as though I've done a great job. Ever since the financial takeover, you know, I'm expecting them to want me to do even more, even better next time. But that's it for this time round. As you guys can see, you know, we're going to have to wait to load. You guys are going to have to load and wait to the next season. But here is the final table. This was it. We came in 8th place. As you guys can see, Chelsea at the top, Man United, Man City, Liverpool got that 4th place. They're back into Champions League football. Spurs in 5th and Arsenal in 6th. So, I mean, I'm really looking to push for that top 5 spot. You know, top 4 would be great next season, but you'll all have to wait. It's been me this time, and if you guys could leave a like for the very last episode of the season, that would just be fantastic. Seriously, if you guys could show this so much support, that would be amazing. I really would appreciate it. On your left hand side is the entire career mode playlist in case you've missed one, and on the right hand side is starting from scratch, which you guys will get a video later today. Thanks for your continued support. You guys are absolute legends. Have a fantastic day, and I can't wait to start season 2. Bring it on.
Let's make it a day to remember. Sing. They think it's over, then we go again. Pull over the globe, they're doing it how we do it. And all over the map, we're clapping, and at least we can say we were there when it happened. The beat keeps drumming on and on. A billion charges won. Tomorrow.